Hello, I'm Kendra, and for major assignment 2, I made a cooking video, once cooking with my Filipino mom at home, and another time cooking the same dish with my friends up at UW. The dish I chose to make both times was pancit guisado, a traditional Filipino dish, which is served at holidays and celebrations, but people just also eat it all the time, like in everyday life. But I chose to make this because it was, one, convenient, like it didn't take a lot of time to cook, and two, it tastes good. I eat it all the time. So I kind of wanted my video to compare the two processes, one being with my mom, where we didn't follow a recipe at all, and she just added the ingredients that she saw fit because she's cooked it so many times, it's basically ingrained in her brain, versus, cooking with my friends, where we did follow a recipe, we did use measurements and all that, because even though the dish isn't a generally difficult one to make, we still don't have a lot of cooking experience, but we wanted the end result to taste good, so it's okay that we needed a recipe to do that. Today we are gonna be making pancit.
Oh no, pancit guisado.
Pancit guisado. How would you describe this meal?
Well, it's a noodle with some vegetable, chicken, and shrimp.
Yeah.
What type of chicken? The one what we have is the Thai. Olive oil in here.
Yeah.
Guessing.
My garlic and my onion, but put in the garlic first. It's been like a minute, so.
And then we put the chicken. So we put all the
One carrot. About 1/4. Garlic.
And this one,
How much?
one's a little bit brown. How much is that? Like two tablespoons? We'll taste it later.
Yeah. There's 4 in here, but we're making a smaller recipe, so we're only using the 2 noodles. Cook it now.
And the shrimp too.
We're putting shrimp, but that's just a personal preference. You don't need to.
few minutes before it's fully cooked, you can add now the vegetable that we chopped.
Yeah. Taste test. It tastes good to me. We're gonna be making pancit guisado with a recipe, not a recipe that we will be following, because we have this like pre-made mix instead of.
It's authentic, I promise.
Yeah.
It's the one my grandma uses.
But we're still using something from the internet, but hopefully still having a good time. And I get everything ready and then.
You leave the root on? Apparently the root is where the most of the chemicals are that make you cry.
though.
You still cry.
Yeah, we don't have vegetable oil, so we're using sunflower oil. And the recipe calls for,
It's like 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
The garlic. I would like garlic. They don't know me. Stop!
Okay.
Oh, man. Are we good? Are we ready for presentation?
Yeah! Going into this project, I thought I would come out with a conclusion that had more solid point-by-point differences, like a Venn diagram. But while the two experiences they had their differences, I didn't feel any less connected to my culture when I was cooking with my friends versus when I was cooking with my mom. Obviously, when I was with my mom, she's like my biological link to my Filipino side. And she was guiding me the whole time as we were cooking. But since she doesn't live up in Seattle with me, I won't always have her to tell me how much of what to put in. So online recipes are still a good way to stay connected to my culture if I want to do something on my own. And same goes for anyone else who might not just have a parental figure or guardian to like help them cook, or they just don't have another connection to their own culture, but they want to start. And just because someone uses an online recipe, that doesn't make their experience, their cultural experience, any less valid. It's just different, and that's okay.
We're doing cooking.
Look at me.